everyone, and welcome to an entirely different stream. I am streaming on a Tuesday because basically I got overwhelmed with other stuff over the weekend, and then I also work on Saturday, so I'll try and stream on Christmas, but I figure that since we're just kind of throwing the rulebook out the window, we would try a different game. Now, I want to preface this, and I want to preface it heavily, because I feel like, if you followed in from Twitch, or from, not Twitch, if you followed in from YouTube, or not YouTube, fuck, I can't speak today, if you followed in from Facebook or Twitter, you'll know that I put Angry Mob GIFs, as a part of the posts, as opposed to, just the little picture link with me in the DeLorean from Back to the Future, kind of like acting like I'm traveling through time going, ah! That is because this has been a very contentious game. In a year where I feel like Xbox needed a big win. And this, unfortunately, from what I've heard from impartial sources, has not been it. But I got the game free through the Xbox Doritos Mountain Dew Rockstar promotion. So I could try it out. I'm not subscribed to Game Pass. I did not spend my money on this. I literally bought things I was going to buy anyway. So, it's literally, I am going in here having wasted no money if I end up not liking it, and if I do like it, you know what? Surprise. I am a little concerned because supposedly there is a 10-hour lull before it lets you do the stuff that you actually want to do. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Shit, it is like 9 o'clock. I was planning to do this during the day, but again, I just had the day off, and I wanted to enjoy it before Christmas craziness. But, yeah, so, I mean, again, there's like a 10-hour period before the game actually opens up. The last game that had that exact same thing, where it was basically a tutorial before the game properly opened up, was Sword Art Online Alicization Lycoris. And that game was actually lambasted so heavily, they added in a light mode, because that 10-hour period was recapping the anime, which literally you could have just watched, or, read the light novels, or any other way of interacting with it. So, it's kind of, it's a situation of, it's like, there should never be a time in it with a video game where you have to basically say, it gets good after this point, it gets good after this point, it gets good after this point. Because that's a sign that whoever was making the video game either focused too much on the story, or like the setup for the story, or doesn't understand that when you're advertising a bunch of stuff, you don't want to wait 10 hours to get to it. Again, plenty of games have been lambasted for making you waste time before it gets to the nitty-gritty. Assassin's Creed 3, you spent like a good couple hours as Connor's father, then you spent an hour as Connor growing up before he was officially an assassin, and then it actually opened up to you being an assassin in the colonies. Again, Alicization Lycoris. Cyberpunk, despite all its problems at launch, at the very least, it's like Prologue Part 1 or whatever, where you're with like Jackie and everything. That at least has enough solid gameplay that it doesn't feel like a lull. Like, before everything opens up, it's like, okay, it's not too long from my recollection, and ultimately, it focuses enough on the story to kind of, it actually feels like a good game. I understand I'm rambling. I understand this is not good parts of the stream. I apologize. I just wanted to preface this because I'm sure... And that's the other thing why I put the whole mob thing. There have been a lot of hardcore Xbox fans coming after everyone, claiming that the hatred of Starfield or the criticism towards Starfield is us overtaxing Xbox, saying, oh, you're not good. What you make is not good because it's made by Xbox. I want to be clear, that is complete bullshit. Alright? You should always expect more from the companies that want to produce content that you in turn are expected to buy and interact with. The fact that nobody is expecting more of Microsoft and instead we're crying that there's a tax for the company that's always been an underdog is a problem. But I am ruining this whole experience for myself already. Let's just get into the game. I will say this. Xbox finally got their shit together. It was very easy for me to start my Twitch stream with Starfield. So, because I remember when I was streaming The Legend of Korra and I think another Xbox game, I had to, like, open up the frickin'... Or I had to minimize the app, open up the thingy for Twitch, or open up the app for Twitch, then minimize that and go back into the game. They got their shit together, and good job, Microsoft. Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's fine. I didn't like the film grain on Spider-Man. I'm turning off the film grain on this. Blah, blah. Interface. A lot of people have been saying, oh, turn off the interface. No, I'm leaving it on. Bindings. Oh. That's actually clever. You know what? Good on them. Alright. I'm sure this updated in the background. Starting a new game. I'm sure it's going to give me all the stuff for, like, oh, difficulty and whatnot. Crack open one of the Gamer Fuel Mountain Dews I have, but I already had the sugary soda with dinner, so. And here's the thing. I was actually somewhat excited for Starfield, like I wanted it to be good. Because I like shooter games that are like futuristic like this. I hate modern shooters because it undermines the actual horror of war.
Seals are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule. Hella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly. Listen to me. Mining's just like any other job. Go steady, go safe, go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, I work in the Star Dock. Except, with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid. And, let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Yeah, and the fact that I can pinpoint a helium deposit from 300 meters.
Not untrue. A shame we won't find any down here. But the metal deposits alone should pay for our own helium. Hell, after this, we'll have enough jump fuel to bounce from one end of the settled systems to the next.
Hey, more minerals, more money. And so the cycle repeats itself. Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for room space, okay?
He's just a big baby. There are worse lives. You know, Most Dusties don't even make it this far. I have a good feeling about you.
A group hug now or at the end of the shift?
One of these days, Hella, I am going to leave you behind.
Promises, promises.
I don't like this frame rate so far. Hold on. Settings. Hold on. I don't like that it's set. At this point, there should be a 60 frames per second. Starfield X Series X 60 FPS. Okay. So we're locked at 30 frames per second, which that's another problem that I have with Xbox. And again, I'm not trying to ruin the stream. You're watching this because you're hopefully, aside from wanting to be entertained, interested in my opinions on Xbox. If you're gonna release a game on the most powerful console, games shouldn't be locked at a specific frame rate. If it's a choice between releasing on both versions of the system and making sure that you can release a version of the game that meets player expectation, go for the latter. Because there are so many developers who are fed up with the Series S. I actually, a family member said, "Oh, we're going to be getting want to get an Xbox," or I think friend, I don't remember, said, "Want to get an Xbox for this person." I said, "Go for the Series X. The Series S is not a good system." Oh.
Okay, let's see what we've got. How are we on time?
A little longer. Grab some samples?
Always. But not you. Check on Isabel. Make sure she eases up on the breach. I don't feel like getting buried alive today.
Roger that.
Remember, Dusty, keep your breathing steady and never take that helmet off down here. Oxygen processors don't extend this far.
Yeah, because God forbid we drill on a rock with breathable atmosphere.
You know what I love?
That actually reminds me of a Team 4-star joke that they recently just did a video discussing.
Pure rags. A job like this for the United Colonies? Dreams of ready.
The whole pocket of like an asteroid with like atmosphere. They made a joke in one of their videos where they were talking, or like in one of their like abridged videos where Vegeta's just on an asteroid and is just breathing perfectly fine as he's in space, and he's like, "Man, I must be in the part of the galaxy where there's a breathable atmosphere." And then in the commentary video for that episode that they just released Saturday, they basically commented that, or they basically joked that like so many planets have been just destroyed that they're just now pockets of atmosphere all throughout space. And I like that. That I actually think.
This one over here. Come on, with me. Benning, if you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire. Let's go. What do we say, Dusties? You make your cut, you get your cut. No exceptions. Come on, pick it up. Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal at this point. Occasional glimmer, but it's weak.
What do you think? Stay the course?
No, ma'am. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Well, okay then. Let's call this one tapped. Why don't you move over to that big vein we looked at?
Yes, ma'am.
I will say that despite the fact that the game is capped at 30 frames per second, and it makes it very unsettling, part of the reason why that is because
Dusty,
graphically speaking,
grab a cunt.
this game looks incredible so far. And that's why I feel like it's such a shame. And that, again, extends to the issues with the Series S. But again, I'm not
Find
gonna
what you
ruin
can. Metal deposits are in that cavern. I'll shout out when I need you.
How do I... Oh. Okay. Now I have a cutter. So...
You think we'll be done here soon?
I'm just gonna say this right now. I really hope that I'm only a minor.
I'm busy.
It's a shooter made by Xbox. Of course, it's fire.
We're ready, boss. Get back up here.
How they sucker you to join? Fall for the fancy pamphlet?
Yeah, I really hope I'm not spending 10 hours of mining.
You're with me.
Like, I know resource gathering is a big part of the game, but I would very much like to actually... I want to be... You know what I want? I made this whole big speech, and I'm gonna shut the fuck up and actually just play the video game. I want this experience with Starfield. I want to be surprised. I want to leave this game... I want to leave, like... these, like, first couple sessions saying, you know what? I think they might be a bit critical on the game. This is actually really solid. And that is what I want from this experience. I want to say to myself, I should have picked up a physical edition. I should have invested more heavily in this game than just getting it free through a Mountain Dew promotion. I want to be pleasantly surprised and actually be blown away with expectation. So far, I'm not getting that. But I'm hoping that the 10 hours that you spend aren't all as a minor. Or the first 10 hours that you spend aren't all as a minor.
And here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Standard reading a clean break. Shut it down.
Let's go. Keep moving. Ella, get the readings.
Yeah, about that.
Problem?
Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
I don't.
You don't?
What we're after, it'll read as an anomaly. That's what I was told anyway.
Okay, now you're starting to freak me out.
Relax. It's just another job. Come on.
We're getting close, I think. Yeah, everything is just... Well, Lynn, seriously, there's something really effed up about this.
Where is it, Hella?
Through there, I think.
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong?
Would you shut up? Both of you do your jobs. Client is on his way.
Okay. LB's flashlight. Normally that's toggled to one of the directionals, but you know what? You do
Still getting weird gravity readings. I guess that's a good thing. Just keep going.
Do you see anything?
Yeah. A bunch of shit is floating, and it looks like one of those memes where the, like you have like all the plant dots like superimposed onto a what's it called, or like onto like flesh or something to make it look like a disease. Oh God, my brain goes.
Dusty, snap out of it.
Yeah, I'm good. Streaming. Oh, no, I'm gonna
Hey, come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
Oh. Okay, so I guess player customization. Let's see how close I can get to my actual face. Man bun alert. Honestly, that looks like my grandpa. Actually, that kinda. No, that's my skin tone. I'm willing to accept that. I'm also willing to accept I've lost a fair amount of weight this year. And look a little more. It's definitely on the heavier side, but I definitely feel like I have a bit more muscle. I feel like this is probably the closest to my body type that this game has. Skin tone. Uh, yeah, I tend to get kind of flushed. That's about right. Oh, different hair. It's honestly my fucking haircut. Alright, it's like a dark brown that has kind of like a blackishness to it. I'd say that. Oh, what do you know? They actually have my facial hair. I'm sorry. There we go. No, actually, my facial hair has a bit of blonde in it. I get that from my dad. Do they have that here? It's like dark brown, but there's also like blonde to it. I'd actually say that. It's probably the closest. That, I'd say, would be my hair color. Okay. Here we go. Big ol' anime eyes. No. Yeah, I'd say that's correct. And then... Oh, that's so cool. And then my eyes are hazel-ish. So I'd say that's probably the closest to it. Okay, yep. Oh. Like taking a picture of myself right now to be like, oh hey, let's try to be honest about myself. This. You see me play RPGs, I take this way too seriously. I'd actually say that's probably the closest to my nose that there is. Then... Oh, this makes my life easy. I have dislocated earlobes. Or the detached earlobes. So, option 2, okay. Again, I've lost a fair amount of weight this year. I'm not as, like, chunky in the cheeks anymore. Nope. Hold on. Yeah, I'd actually say this is probably the closest to my mouth there is. Oh, it just makes my teeth dirtier looking. Boo. Yeah, no, actually, that's about it. Oh, okay, God, there's so many frickin'... Ooh, Ronin, what's that? Masterless on bounty, one of the sales system is a blade for hire. To some, you are a simple mercenary, others are hero, and to select a few, a nightmare that you can never wake from. Dueling, practitioner, skill for common target, detecting sounds, terrifying is effective, scavenging. Um, Thinking of doing Ronin, but Starfield backgrounds. You know what? Is the Ronin background good? Here we go. Okay, you know what? Screw it. Ronin. Oh, here we go. I can just see myself with this one. It's like, no, don't do it. Starfield traits recommendations. What the hell are raised and enlightened and raised universe? kind of want to give myself alien DNA. Okay. I'm kind of an introverted extrovert, so I kind of like swing or wildly between the two. Okay, so alien DNA. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, screw it. Neon Street Rat. And we're just gonna use my regular name.
Our blade for hire turned dusty. I still got 5 credits saying you assassinated some Ryujin executive. Well,
I'll
you
never
got
tell.
the sample. Client's on his way. Then we all get paid.
Yo.
Do you remember anything that happened? Huh. Well, you passed out, that's for sure. Everything else, probably just your brain playing tricks. Either way, we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Huh. Sure don't look like much.
Never mind
you.
what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. We'll be... Speak of the devil.
Ooh.
Constellation contact is on approach.
Wait, the Explorers group? I thought they were kind of a joke.
Not a joke. You're just too young to know better.
Hey, I'm just saying they got a reputation. Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really exist.
Half the crew doesn't believe Earth exists, but it's still there. Same with Constellation.
Yeah, but come on. Exploring space? Who does that anymore? Ain't the space we've already got complicated enough?
Not to them, apparently. All right, Dusty. Airlock. Put your helmet on.
Oh. Okay. Why do I have this? Oh, I figured out how to jump. Yay. If you need to know what alien DNA I have, I'll come up with that later.
In a discovery class? That's it, older than his
You know what? Screw it. I have Devolukian DNA. They are a long-dead species, said to have died out around the 2100s, and I was supposed to get a tail, but I didn't, so I can't shoot energy beams out of a tail. Look, this is an RPG. I'm gonna try and find ways to make it fun, alright? Especially since they don't say what alien DNA you have.
Man,
Been a long time.
Robot!
yes it has. That mine on Bendy, right?
Kazal, hellhole, like this place. Rare mineral contract. The tastes are a bit more sophisticated now, huh?
Hold on, how do I put weapons away?
So, you found something?
Right here. The new guy found it.
That right. And everything went cool? Just like grabbing those minerals on Bendy?
Kazal, and no Barrett. Not cool. He passed out after the extraction. Woke up saying all kinds of nonsense.
Fuck
Is
you,
that
Jim.
right, cowboy? Went on a trip, huh? That fun, huh? Not the most gentle push into the great mysteries of space, but hey, been there.
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
I really thought I lost them.
Lost two. Who?
Just like the emergency drill! Go! Go! You gotta be kidding me.
There we go.
Buzz! Keep crossing!
Okay, stick to cover. Stick to cover. There's something out there.
this thing eats.
Keep your head down! Can't believe the Crimson Fleet hit us.
Of course Barrett was being followed. Every time.
Say the word.
Well, that was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now. You ever stare up at the stars at night wondering what's out there? Well, that's us. That's where we go. Hey, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but we don't exactly know.
Oh no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
All right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but he's not some miner anymore, Lynn. Soon as he touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things. Now that we've been attacked, we've got to pack up and move on. Argos will come for the rest of us. You get going. Just go. Before I say something I regret.
Well, now that that's settled. Vasco, get him to the lodge. No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo. Again. Very well.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there. And it even tells the time.
Hey, a new smartwatch. That's good. This old one's
Hey, look at
this old
that.
one's out of date,
The
so
watch
it's a
fits
smell.
you perfectly. Now, questions? They're just following the loot, like pirates do. And I have something of a reputation as a loot collector.
Well, fuck you too.
That, my friend, is the million-credit question. And Constellation can find the answer, with your help. See, that's the problem with the settled systems. Too easy to take everything for granted. While everyone else is busy playing politics, we're the ones braving the unknown, charting the vastness of space. Without us, the galaxy is just a big room with the lights turned out. Technically, it's not even mine. Consider it alone.
God
Bosco
damn it,
will
that's
keep
why I
you
didn't
on
pick the
course.
house clap.
Besides, I'm making an exception, since you can tell Constellation about that vision you had. Come on. You're really not at all curious about that light and music show you experienced? Why it only affected you? Because if you didn't notice, we've all been handling it since with no problem. The way I see it, Constellation needs that artifact, but they also need you. This mystery is only getting bigger each step we take. And you're part of it now.
Oh, good.
And
It's not like I
Vasco,
wanted that.
don't let him break my ship.
I'm gonna break everything!
Captain Brandon, I assume you know how to fly a Class A starship. As Barrett likes to say, it's as easy as learning to ride a bike. I will attempt to boost the shields, just in case there are any difficulties.
Holy shit, it said my name bad as accurately as anybody could expect. Alright, doing this, I guess. Alright. Just that.
Shields ready. The rest is up to you.
last time these thrusters had a I'm driving off into the unknown. I think we're about to pass Saturn. Okay. Oh, you just got a trophy thingy for all into the Starfield.
Now that we are in orbit, it might be wise to test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems and we'll be on our way. Each system on a ship requires power. Allocating power is under your direct control. Let's go over the engines. Engines control our maximum speed. Try increasing and decreasing our relative velocity. A ship's engine has a sweet spot for better handling during turns. Draw your attention to the HUD. You'll notice a speed indicator in the lower left with a gauge that goes up and down as you adjust the throttle. Try to center the gauge so that it lines up with the center of the vertical bars to its right.
This has enough power to get the rest of the stream.
You've proven an adequate pilot. Are you familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear.
Okay.
We will need to disable their shields. Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective. If you can keep the enemy ship centered on the HUD, we can lock in to fire a homing missile. The enemy shields are down, Captain. Ballistic weaponry excels at damaging the hull once shields are offline.
Crabs in the rig! Easy money!
Congratulations on surviving your first Starship assault, Captain. We should search the wreckage for spare parts and other salvage. You will need to fly close to it before we can access the remains.
Okay, so basically the same button that I was hitting would steal everything else. I'm gonna allocate some of that. Ooh, I got money. Money, 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 money.
2 more Crimson Fleet ships are jumping into our location, Captain.
God damn it.
You're done!
Weirdly enough, this is somehow more interesting than Ace Combat. They're the flying mechanics. Like, yeah, everything's confusing, but it's space. You expect space to be confusing. Shit.
You lose!
enough to jeopardize our mission. In short, they are after the frontier and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Crete, a perfect staging area for pirates.
Oh, here we go. Hyperia, Moon of Magreth. Here we go. There it is. Now what? Okay.
We have arrived in orbit. The abandoned facility with our Crimson Fleet captain is on the surface.
Data map. Oh, it's giving you actual, like, resource types. Okay, that's... alright. Alright. I can dig it. Okay, the farther out you go. There's a lot of menu jumping. I think that was one of the big complaints, is that there's a lot of menu jumping.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain. Captain Brandon, Protocol Indigo dictates that I am to return to the Lodge with no deviations. We are here to stop the Crimson Fleet from pursuit. Nothing more. I have often asked Barrett that same question at various times, and about various individuals that wanted to cause us harm. The most likely answer is that Barrett personally insulted him, typically by continuing to live, usually after escaping from certain death, and often with an object multiple people wanted. Constellation is an explorers society founded over 50 years ago with the mission of seeking out the unknown. Members often engage in expeditions in small groups, typically 1 or 2 people, or, like Barrett and myself, 1 person and 1 robot. The membership is intentionally limited and small. Should you join Constellation yourself, you will be the 10th active member.
Oh wow, small club.
Barrett would say that billions of years ago, we were all one with the cosmos, so technically you have known each other forever. But the more practical answer is likely that he needs you. The number of known people who have been affected by the artifacts is now 2. Without your investment in Constellation's mission, he may never know more about the experience you both share. So, he is showing you trust in order to gain your support.
Got it.
May I take some things?
Yes. Hold on, I'm gonna change the outfits. Do they have better stats depending? Compare with equipped. Okay. Alright, you know what? Okay, we are at about the hour mark. I have work tomorrow, and I gotta go walk my dog. So, I will say this. First hour with Starfield, pretty interesting so far. Again, I think I spent too much time just kind of in that beginning there, but I honestly think that was going to happen no matter what, just because of the fact that it's literally an open, or it's literally an RPG where I can make myself look, or make the character look like me. So, anyway, I hope that you all have a wonderful evening. Spider-Man will resume on Christmas Eve. I got other shit to do though, so Starfields must now wait. How do I save? System. Save. Saving.